The Panasonic Lighting Handicap is down the straight, 1,000 metres for race number 5, Class 3. And at the top of the handicap is Metro Warrior, who was third last to start, beaten a length by Superb Boy. Speedy Mouse is first up, has a questionable fresh-up record, 8 trigrams. So like that, a two-time course and distance winner. Flying Dragon has run second in his last 2 starts. Golden War Steed there with the Jazz Club, who has the blinkers going on for the first time. Pleasant Endeavour, a last start winner down the straight. Ariel is first up, was formerly with Charles Hills prior to arriving, was a winner at Kempton, Ripon and also Yarmouth. You've got Pin's Prince further down the order, who missed the start, a bit like Sparkling Night. Also, Wonderful Unicorn, won in Australia at Yarra Valley with Cliff Brown prior to arriving. Kaying Spirit and Mr Majestic tries at 1,000 metres. He did win over 1,000 metres in Australia. Speed here in Sparkling at Night, but he did miss it last time out, but Metro Warrior is normally always handy.
Yeah, it was a definite blot on his copybook, wasn't it, Sparkling Night? But as we know that he can get out and lead, and if he can jump cleanly here, then he surely can go forward as he has been doing. Metro Warrior will always be on the pace. 8 trigrams, he's another horse that can be quick away from the gate. And Mr Majestic, horse number 14, he's actually drawn 14, so he's going to have the rail to run against, which could be a benefit for him.
I'm sure Lyle will push him out as well. Flying Dragon, the favourite, won't be far away. And the first starter, Wonderful Unicorn, he's showing a little bit of pace as well, along with like that. The queries with Sparkling Night, but he normally jumps, and he has been back to the trials, and he jumped in that trial and went straight to the front.
Yeah, and funny enough, both in that same race, Sparkling Night and Pin's Prince, they both reared up, so I don't know if it was linked or not, but both of them went up at the same time, albeit slightly further apart in the draws. Right, we've got Flying Dragon down the straight. He was possibly a little bit unlucky 2 starts ago, Nick, here with Metro Warrior. Pin's Prince and Sparkling Night, of course, missed the start, but thought with the weight off his back, Flying Dragon would be a big player in this.
I think he has to be, doesn't he, really? Angus Chung taking the ride, claiming 10. He's got 13, so he'll have something to run against, or at least it was very close to the stand side rail, I think, where you want to be. And I just think he's overdue a win here, Paul. He's been racing very well.
Yeah, he could be a banker as well in the Triple Trio, couldn't he? Because he does run pretty well. He's got that 10 pounds off. Metro Warrior was a good run as well. I've included him.
Yep, he needs to go and does Metro Warrior. We've got a last start winner here to have a look at, and it is Pleasant Endeavour, who sat midfield and was able to barge through between runners late over the final stage. Of course, this was the race that Big Me was in and was a short price favourite. He won here, Paul, at nearly 30 to 1.
Yeah, it was a big price, unexpected for him, but look, he won it well enough, didn't he? Pleasant Endeavour. He does like this straight 1,000, so we'll see how he goes. He hasn't got a good second-up record, this horse. That's the only query.
Yeah, he likes Derek Leung as well. He's done all the winning on this horse. He's won 4 times, and 0 from 7, Class 3, I think, is a little bit concerning as well.
Yep, but possibly there for that particular runner, Pleasant Endeavour. We've got Speedy Mouse to have a look at now. He's had 2 trial wins up at Chungfa. Fresh record, Paul, or Nick, I should say. A few question marks there, but he was badly held up last time out. Trials have looked good.
They have, actually, yeah. 300 days since he last raced, so he's obviously not been the easiest to train. He had a left fore tendon injury, so but yeah, look, can't fault the trials up at Chungfa. I think it confirms his well-being, Paul, and that he's ready to return to the races. But the fresh record, obviously, not great.
No, that's the query with him, isn't it? So, look, I've left him out on that reason, and he does have to carry a decent weight here as well.
I think this trip's going to be far too short for this horse we've got on screen now, Ariel, but look, I thought the trials weren't too bad leading into with this Paul, but 1,000 metres, and he's had a tendon injury as well. Yeah,
so I'm happy to watch him go round Ariel. 12.45 pounds, so he's got a big horse as well. By Exceed and Excel, this one, but he's had the 3 trials to get him ready, but as you say, he's had a load of problems around those.
Yeah, clearly a hard horse to keep sound, and he actually didn't start winning in the UK with Charles Hills till he went handicapping, so he took a little while there, hence that he has got form up to a mile and a little bit beyond, but you know, he might not be a bad type for the future going forward.
Wonderful Unicorn, a newcomer, Nick, tongue ties on here, led all the way to a win at Yarra Valley prior to arriving at a 3-year-old maiden race over an extended 1,200 metre trip. He's looked good in his trials, I've thought. Yeah,
he has, and Zach's actually trialled him a couple of times, so he would have had a good feel of this horse already. He's had 5 trials, and I'm really impressed by this trial. He was doing it very comfortably indeed, formerly trained by Cliff Brown, and he clearly is a horse with ability, Paul.
Yeah, I'm going to go with him, actually. We've seen Zach already win down the straight 1,000 with a debutant this season, or debutant in Hong Kong. So, look, I've liked this trial, so I thought it was a good trial there, and so, yeah, I'm going to go with him.
Yep, that debutant you speak of course, was Superb Boy. He was the horse that Metro Warrior beat at last start. So you've Played your card there, Paul. Well, Wonderful Unicorn, who is second, third and fourth.
Going to go with Flying Dragon. He's probably going to start favourite, Flying Dragon, so I think he's the hardest to beat. But I just think Wonderful Unicorns look good in his trials. I like that. Now, he's a two-time course and distance winner. He'll be a big price. He's at 23 to 1 at the moment, and then Metro Warrior. So 12, 5, 4 and 1.
Yeah, I've gone the reverse of Paul's top two numbers here. I've gone Flying Dragon on top. I just think those two recent runs have been very good and certainly working towards a win with the £10 coming off and a good draw. I think he's the one they've got to beat here. The 12 Wonderful Unicorn in for second. Look, really impressed by his work in preparation for this debut and the fact that Zach's riding him and he's got a relatively lightweight, probably a bit of a tip in itself as well. Metro Warrior, he's solid. He should run his race. And 8 Trigrams, another one who can always front up and run well. 5, 12, 1 and 3.
Early favourite in bidding for the second leg of the Triple Trio is Flying Dragon, currently at 4.3.